Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark and today I get to check out the Golden Harvest classic film, The Skyhawk, released on Blu-ray by Eureka Video. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, like the video and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. So coming out in the next week or two from Eureka Video is the classic Skyhawk, a Golden Harvest production from 1974, directed by Jung Chang-hwa, the same director, Korean director behind the classic Five Fingers of Death, aka Keen Boxer, starring Lole, which I just friggin' love. Now, I don't love the Skyhawk as much, but I thoroughly enjoy it, and it is a really entertaining early Golden Harvest production. I have had it for some time here on VCD as part of the Joy Sales Legendary Collection, which was fine. I mean, it's kind of just below video quality for me there, almost bootleg video quality, but I still had a great time with it. And I am hoping that this upgrade, I know this upgrade is going to blow me away, but it's not fantastic quality, and I think I'll never go back to that. Now I know I'll never go back to that VCD again after getting this in my hands. Super excited. Kwan Tak Hing, of course, returns as the wonderful Wong Hung, along with Sammo Hung, a young Sammo Hung who really has kind of one of his first more major roles in a production, rather than being just a bad guy or a side piece or just a fight choreographer, because a lot of those earlier Golden Harvest productions, you will find that he has done that. Of course, the Skyhawk gives him a bit more to do, and with Kwan Tak Hing kind of getting on in age at this period, it was up to Sammo and of course Carter Whang to really show the fight action in its full glory. Kwan Tak Hing gets a couple of fight scenes in there, artfully doubled to a point, but still, it's really down to the younger generation here to show their worth, and that's fine. I really enjoyed it. Now, on the VCD, you can't really tell so much that Kwan Tak Hing is being doubled. You know he is, of course he is. He's a pensioner. But I think in this restoration, this 2K restoration on Blu-ray, we're going to see quite clearly that there are doubles standing in for his more acrobatic and energetic moves there. Regardless, here we have it. This is wonderful. Not so excited on the artwork, I have to admit. It's pretty cool. I love the color choices. I just feel there's a lot of empty space here that could have been filled in with so much more. Still looks alright. Artwork by Darren Wheeling there, 2K restoration. Let me take you through the extras that are in this movie before we get stuck into it. So of course, limited edition O-card slipcase featuring new artwork by Darren Wheeling, 1080p HD presentation of the original Hong Kong theatrical cut, from a brand new 2K restoration, optional Cantonese, Mandarin and English audio options, all in their original mono presentations, optional English subtitles newly translated for this release, a brand new feature-length audio commentary by Frank Jiang, brand new feature-length audio commentary by action cinema experts Mike Leader and Arna Venema, brand new interview with martial arts cinema scholar Blade Poe. What a cool name. There's a trailer on there, and of course a limited edition collector's booklet featuring new writings by James Oliver. Not heavy on the special features, but we're getting two commentaries there, which is pretty cool with such a classic movie. So yes, here we go. More artwork there, as I say, by Darren Wheeling. Not one of his finest, but still, again, I'm enjoying the colour. As I've said before, you can see here on the side, and with these classic Golden Harvest releases, what have we got there? We've got Dreadnought, there's Duel to the Death, Knockabout, Odd Couple, One Arm Boxer. So these kind of movies that we're seeing that are all designed the same way. You've got this coloured banner around here, and there's not, I don't think we've got one yet in this kind of blue. We've got reds and greens, But I think it's pretty cool to have this lighter sky blue on there. It's quite a nice touch. Again, a great movie, not 100% perfect by any means. It's very, very cliched. I would say it's pretty much like Wong Hung meets the big boss. Of course, you have super kicker Whang and Shik in there, who had just worked with Bruce Lee on Way of the Dragon and so on. But his role in this, if I can remember correctly, reminded me very much of his role in Jackie Chan's Young Master. And perhaps that was something that both he and Jackie looked back on, his role here in Skyhawk, and thought they would bring that look and that style back for the Young Master. So he is a standout villain in this for me. He does a wonderful job. But also, again, Carter Wong is amazing in this. He still wasn't really the leading guy, the big superstar that he was until he hit 18 bronze men. Of course, that really elevated his status there. But Sammo Hung is known as Fatty throughout it. Pretty much gives that Butcher Wing kind of vibe. And of course, him and Kwan Tak Hing would join forces again later on for the wonderful Yuen Woo-ping classic Magnificent Butcher, which was just awesome. This is pretty cool. I am trying to remember back to what was on the VCD, but I'm really hoping that this gives me a whole new experience and lets me see it in a much better light than I already enjoy it for. Okay, let's get stuck in here. So opens up with Darren's cover there, of course, on the inside. I'm guessing there is a reversible cover there. If not, there should be some shots from the movie. Oh no, it is reversible. Cool. Okay, inside here we have got a colourful disc and of course the booklet over here. Limited edition, remember. Once these sell out with the O-rings, I think limited edition to 2,000. So once these sell out, the O-ring goes, the booklet goes, and you're basically just buying your plastic cover with the disc in there, which is fine if you don't manage to get this collector's edition. Let me slip out here this cover. Of course, Wong Hung, Kwan Tak Hing, who's pretty much known as Wong Hung, has played the character of Wong for, I think, well over 100 times. So he is pretty much recognized as the one true Wong Hung. I know Jet Li is often billed as the true Wong Hung, but of course we have to remember there's so many people have played this folk hero, this true folk hero, such as Jackie Chan, of course, in Drunken Master, Jet Li as mentioned, you have Eddie Peng more recently in Rise to the Legend, which is criminally underrated. Sorry, did I share that completely with you there? But yeah, there's so many others, Gordon Liu and others who have played Wong Hung. Of course, you had Ku Feng for the Shaw Brothers in The Master of Kung Fu, which was around this kind of same time period there. So this would probably be Golden Harvest's answer to a Wong Hung movie, challenging Shaw Brothers with The Master of Kung Fu, I would say. Anyway, swap that cover around there. Let me get through this booklet with you here quickly. Again, I'm loving this sky blue. I think it's a nice touch and it really does kind of bring it to life there. Just hoping that cover would have been a wee bit more spectacular. Anyway, let's get stuck in here and see what's on offer. So yeah, it is a pretty cool movie. Of course, director Zhong Changhua has done quite a number of Shaw Brothers movies there before he headed over to Golden Harvest to do a few pieces with them, which was pretty cool. And yeah, this is set in Thailand, so you got a Korean director making a Hong Kong movie set in Thailand. And if I can remember correctly, there was a lot of beautiful scenery that really wasn't highlighted enough in the VCD for me. So I'm hoping that this restoration really projects what the cinematographers have captured there and promotes it to be a much more colorful movie than the VCD gives it credit for. That is a gorgeous spread there of that Thai poster. Very, very nice. And of course your viewing notes on how to watch it and how it's going to look. Short and sweet, but looking forward to reading it as I always do. Okay, that's pretty much all I can share with you there. That disc is pretty nice in there, I have to say. But I am going to go check this out, check out the extra features, hopefully watch at least one commentary with it, and get back and let you know what I think. So just back after checking out the Eureka Blu-ray release of the Skyhawk, and it was friggin' fantastic. I mean, absolutely beautiful to finally see this film in full HD, and that 2K restoration really did wonders for me. Again, I was only used to seeing this with the VCD. It wasn't great by any means. I'll never go back to that, of course. Never go back to that. But the picture quality here for this film was just wonderful. Much like it has been with Eureka's release of the Shaolin Plot, Angela Mao collection, Hapkido and things like that. It was just a joy to see. And as expected, those Thai locations really stood out. It looked beautiful, and to be honest, in my honest opinion, looked much better than The Big Boss. When you watch The Big Boss, which was only shot a couple of years prior to this, the locations used in Thailand weren't exactly attractive. They really weren't the most scenic of locations, in my eyes anyway. Perhaps that was just down to the cinematographer then, but I feel that what was captured here and the settings and the ancient city that was of course later used in Mortal Kombat, it looked beautiful. It really looked beautiful, and the colors really popped with it. Everything about it really was fantastic, and yes, did make me enjoy that movie even more this time around than I have done previously. It wasn't just another kung fu movie then, and it is very cliched, I have to say. It really was just like, I've seen it all before, but this restoration helped make it something else. I did watch it again with the commentary from Mike Leader and Arna Venema, which was pretty cool to hear and watch it with them talking. It was nice to also hear Mike talk about and agree on certain things that I had mentioned, such as the Wong Hung meets the Big Boss, and a few other things throughout there. There was that discussion throughout which he talks about how he thinks this was the film that Sammo came back from Enter the Dragon for to kind of star in. Of course, he appears at the start of Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee there, but he feels that this was perhaps the movie that he returned to Golden Harvest to shoot. And it would make sense. It was around that sort of similar time period there. But yeah, overall, fantastic piece. The menu itself, I kind of like this. I don't think I've ever noticed it before. Maybe I have, but I do like this this little edition of the illustration put on the menu there. It does help. The conversation with martial arts cinema academic Blade Poe was quite cool. Very interesting to listen to. All delivered with English subtitles, of course. I think it's Frank Jiang taking the conversation. But yeah, very interesting. Runs for about 20 minutes in length, and just interesting to hear Blade Poe's, I don't know who Blade Poe is, but interesting to hear Blade Poe's views on the Skyhawk, views on why Golden Harvest were shooting in Thailand around that period, and other things about the movie and the stars, of course. So overall, not a lot there in terms of the special features to really blow you away, but to be able to see this movie in its 2K restoration and to see it finally with such clarity was amazing. So for me, double thumbs up. Thank you, Eureka, for putting this out there. And yes, so super glad to have this in my collection. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store or by checking out invincibleasia.com, where you can read my full movie reviews and follow me on Instagram @InvincibleAsia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu and I will see you soon.